Something completely different today, although yesterday was completely different. We're in Cardiff, we're climbing Ruby in a hill. That's R-H-I-W-B-I-N-A, I think. It's a nice climb actually. It's got some nice houses. It reminds you of kind of Hollywood, I guess. Same kind of I don't know, narrow like lanes with houses perched on the side of the cliffs. Alright, my plan of doing a loop around Cardiff, an hour loop, has been messed up by the fact I'm going too slow. so instead, I've just done an out and back. So I've gone up to the top of Rubina Hill. That's Rubina, not Ribena. Took a sharp left, descended what can only be described as like one of those descents where you want to like shut the road and like, you know, just race down there. I think a lot of you will know it is the climb out of Castell Coch, the Red Castle, north of Cardiff. And starts off fairly shallow because I'm riding back up right now, and it gets quite steep at the top. And they do have a hill climb here every year, I think.
So the reason why we only went out for an hour this morning is because I've got a load of stuff to do this afternoon. I am going up to the Heath, which is Cardiff University's hospital campus now. I won't include any of that in the vlog because I am taking photographs for the RAG, the charity fundraising thing that the physiotherapy students are doing. Charlie's doing it, so I'm going to be taking photos. And then we're going to Bristol. We're going to Bristol for the Wahoo Zwift evening tonight in Mud Dog Cafe. So next time I'll see you is there. Just got to Bristol city. I don't think, to be honest, I can't remember the last time I was here. I might well have never been here. I always get Bath and Bristol mixed up, but because I was here, I called in to see my old friends at True Star Coffee. They've supported me the last few years. Shout out to you guys, a really good bunch of people. Create some cracking coffee. You want to check them out if you're here. And I picked up a vanilla coconut cold brew. It's pretty nice. By the way, I'm never usually a fan of cold brews unless I'm in a city. I don't know why. Cold brew is just, it just feels more modern. It feels like it's a city thing rather than like a town or country. I don't know. What do you think? I've basically got no battery left in this camera, so I'm gonna have to use my phone tonight. Sorry if the picture quality isn't good or if it's that way instead of that way. Sorry. This way. Last night we were in Bristol and we were there for the Wahoo night that I was telling you about. Wahoo event on Go Zwift, on Wahoo's like brilliant like turbo trainers and all that kind of thing. They had like this new tech there that I'd never seen before, which is like a headwind simulator, and what else was there? There was like a gradient simulator as well, which was really weird. I didn't really get used to it enough because it felt like you were going to fall off the bike. Yeah, it was really good to be invited down for that. Me, John Mould, Tom Stewart, and the whole point of the evening was to like obviously get more people aware of Zwift, aware of what Wahoo do and how they're like in the market with Garmin and how the whole thing works. It was the first time I'd ever experienced like a turbo setup like the one we experienced. The night started off with me setting a time. Well, Mouldy set a time first, but then I set a time of like 1:33 or something up this, I think it was 900 meters at 5%, so it wasn't even like a steep one, which I thought it might have been. It's just like a drag, and the way the whole gizmo like changed and like varied the gradient made the effort like really difficult. I think like more difficult than it would be normally. I mean, if you did that out on the road, it'd be a piece of cake, but it just felt a little more difficult on. Loads of people turned up. There was like, oh, it must have been like 50 or 60 people at one point. And considering it was such a small venue, we did well to pack us all in. There was like pizza there that was being like made on site. We had drinks, we had music, we had a DJ, and we had the whole atmosphere like that everybody could join in. And like the fastest time of the night was like 1:27, so it was miles faster than me. But then we ended the night with like a bit of a competition between us three pros, and we'd all try and like race against each other. And it was because we'd all been set up on 3 different turbos, all next to each other. We were able to see like where we'd be. Like we were able to see each other virtually on the climb.
2, 1, go! Go, 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 go! And the race starts up again. The race starts at one of it. Laverack has stalled at the start. Is he going to use that to his advantage? Is he aiming to do a bit of aerodynamic drag there? Moving side up quick, so it's Tom Stewart. They're all in ETA. Under 1 head to leg. Laverack's 1:24 as he faces himself. John Roll and Tom Stewart now slowing down equal on time. That race between those two team boys as Laverack pulls away. 1:21 after 20 seconds, 690 metres to go. The big challenge between Tom Stewart and John Roll. John Roll 4 metres behind. Laverack's now getting on to the back of him, using the aerodynamic advantage. He's on for a 1:27. That's not as quick as our time tonight. Come on, make some noise, everyone. Last time, come on. Go, Holdy! Laverack is slowing down. He's blown. Tom Stewart is leveling the way up. We've got a bit of spin. John Ollie stands in the wheel.
So we were technically like racing each other, but it's taken on time, not finishing position. It's all like, it's all weird, but it's well worth trying it out. Like if Zwift ever come to like a bike shop near you or like a venue near you, it's well worth trying it out just to get a taste of what it's like.